This is Rob Tobin for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. Delighted as always to be joined by Luke Campbell. We're here at the Regis Prograis-Taylor World Boxing Super Series final. How are you, Luke?
I'm good. Yourself?
Not bad, mate. Not bad. Nice to see you. What have you been up to? Obviously, last time we saw you was, last time I saw you was a few days after, but the last time most people saw you was against Lomachenko. What have you been doing with yourself?
It's the same thing I always do, just training. You know, I'm coming off that performance, looking at it and thinking I can be so much better. So that's exactly what I'm trying to be.
When I spoke to you, obviously we did the interview a couple of days after the fight, you were still, even though you had a lot of praise from a lot of people and you had a lot of credit, you were still very much deflated because you had the loss. Have you given yourself a bit of credit now the time's ticked on?
I'm my own worst critic. You know, it's I don't know. I don't see it from some other people's eyes. You see, only from my own, obviously. But you know. Like I say, I'm my own worst critic. I train for perfection, you know, and that doesn't really exist. But I still, every time I go in the gym, I want to be better. I need to be better. And looking at that performance, I know I can be much better than that as well. So I am taking positives from the fight. Obviously, it was a fantastic fight, and a lot of the rounds was close. He certainly had his moments. Don't get me wrong, but. You know, a lot of the rounds, they might have just been nicked with a little flurry last second or something like that. But when I was in there with him, I didn't feel like there was much difference between the pair of us in there. So it's all positive. I do believe from that performance I'll get a lot better. I'm like red wine, I get better with age.
Which is miraculous considering you still look 21 after all of this time. Now you've had a little bit of time to reflect on the fight. I'm sure you've had a look back at the fight at least once.
Literally once.
Oh, is that the only time you watched it? Is once? Yeah. That's a surprise.
I keep saying I'm going to watch it again, but I haven't yet. But yeah, I'm going to watch it again.
What was the standout thing? Now you've had a little bit of time to digest it about being in the ring with Lomachenko. What, if anything, in particular stood out about his performance?
His distance in range is coming in and out of range. He was very good at that. Sometimes you'd think he was out of range, and then all of a sudden he'd literally be right on you. So his distance control and him coming in and out of range and closing the distance was very good.
Since the last time I saw you or spoke to you, we have a new champion in the WBC at 135 pounds. Devin Haney, Vasyl Lomachenko, has been elevated to franchise champion. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah. Well, you know, I thought, should I put something on Twitter? Someone said put something on Twitter, but then I was like, if I ain't got nothing good to say, then just don't say nothing, Luke, because he's not even fought for that title. Where me and Lomachenko had a fantastic fight for the title. So literally, I was the last person to fight for that title. So would they not give it to me? Because at least I fought for the title. But listen, I don't want to be given nothing anyhow. I'll fight for everything that I get. But yeah, listen, things happen, don't they? And sometimes you can call it unfair or do what you want with it. But you know, he's had the luck of the draw. He fought a guy who I should have originally fought for the world title. That Russian is the guy who I should have fought for the world title because I was ranked 1 and he was ranked 2. So in an ideal world, me and him would have fought off, but it didn't go down that way. So I'm still on the grind. I'm still working hard, and I'm still waiting to achieve my dream to be a world champion.
Did you see anything from Devin Haney in that performance against Zora Abdullayev that made you think a fight between you and him would go any different to how you thought it would have been beforehand?
I hadn't watched his fight, to be honest with you. I've not seen his fight, so I can't really comment on his performance. I do know that in the build-up, I could see the Russian didn't want it. The Russian, to me, looked like he bottled it. And he was out his depth a little bit. First time boxing out of Russia as well. Completely different comfort zone. You know, and it showed, you know. But listen, I still believe, I can't say I'm the best in the division because Lomachenko's there, but other than Lomachenko, I believe I'll beat them all, and I'm only getting better and better now.
When can we expect to see you back in the ring? One or two murmurs about early next year. Is that accurate?
I'm literally, I really can't wait to get back in the ring. I don't think I've ever been so excited to get back in the ring. I want to be out again by the end of the year, so hopefully we're looking at December to get out. I'm like a kid around Christmas. I can't wait to get back in the ring, pushing on, improving on my last performance, and just achieving my dreams in becoming a world champion and being the best in the division. And that's a couple more fights down the line, me with a world title. I'd love another go at Lomachenko, because I feel like if I have another shot at him, I'd definitely do a lot better than I did.
Elsewhere in the lightweight division, you've got Richard Comey versus Teofimo Lopez. I know you've done a lot of sparring with Teofimo Lopez over the years. How do you see that fight going?
I think it's a tough fight. Comey's a very good fighter. I think he's a little bit underestimated by a lot of people. I think he's a really good, solid fighter. Lopez is he's on the up. No one really knows what he's made of or what he can do. His last performance, he didn't look that well in his last performance. He seemed to be getting hit a lot by an average fighter who was just tough. I think he'll definitely need to step his game up fighting someone like Comey. I think it's a very interesting fight. I'd probably sway towards Comey at the minute. He's had a lot more experience and he's shown what he can do. He's been in there. But we'll see. Lopez is a great guy. I'm rooting for Lopez. And hopefully if Lopez wins, then me and him can have a showdown.
And just finally, obviously we're here at the O2 for Regis Prograis versus Josh Taylor, your stablemate, somebody you've sparred countless rounds with recently. Yeah. What do you make of tonight's fight? I'm sure you're backing your stablemate, Josh Taylor.
Yeah, of course, 100%. I think Taylor's ready for this fight. He's the best he's ever been right now. So I believe he can go in there and beat Prograis. It'll be a hard fight, but I believe he can do it.
Okay, well, Luke Campbell, nice to see you looking so well. Thanks very much. I'm not, but thanks for lying.
Very wintry, cosy. Yeah, preparing for the winter real good. Come on, get in this camera, come on.
Oh, for God's sake, this is the second time.
There we go, look,
thanks very much, mate. Yeah,
I like it.
Thanks very much for speaking to Boxing
You don't
Social.
often get on the camera. So
I don't, no, there's a reason for that as well. So I'm going to go back over there.
The voice behind the lens, right?
Yeah, the face behind the voice.
Radio voice.
Cheers, mate.
No, I want to.
Thanks very much for speaking to Boxing Social. Look forward to seeing you back in the ring soon.
Brill, thank you, mate.
Cheers, Luke.